Hey everybody. Still getting used to this whole recording for YouTube thing, so I'm trying my setup tonight. So I thought I'd give you, while I'm trying to get started and kind of do stuff, thought I might give you a channel update because I haven't done those in a while. I usually do those off my phone, but I've got everything set up and everything seems to be working, so I might as well just upload this raw. Anyway, for those of you who've been watching me and monitoring me on YouTube for years and wondering why it has such a dearth of content lately, is obviously because I have been sort of neglecting it and not getting it up to date with all the stuff that's been coming over from Twitch. So that I hope to change. Death Stranding will be one of those things I hope to push over once the stream is done, and then archive it over on YouTube like I have been doing. But I'm going to get away from the episodic numbering sequence and just go with dates, just to make it faster and easier to keep track of, although that may not be the case. We'll see. But that's my goal. There may be still some episodes missing there. And so really, if you need to catch, or you want to catch, the Death Stranding stuff and you're not able to make the stream, do check out the Twitch page at twitch.tv/deadpoetics and take a look at the video section. You should be able to catch the previous vids there. But I'm also trying to work on getting the Skyrim stuff up and running, and that's the other reason why I wanted to kind of get my feet wet back in recording to the machine. And now that I've got the i7 in the stream machine, it seems to be handling high def recording a lot better than it did before. This may still look like garbage, but we're working on that. At least I can get it to record in 1080p, and then I can kind of futz it, make it filtered or whatever, I don't know. But that's what we're working on. And so that's kind of the update for that. And then I also want to keep getting updates onto the Patreon page and use the sound setup here for recording the podcast like I did. And they had been getting kind of maudlin and kind of, self-absorbed a little bit, and I do apologize for some of those, but some of those have been kind of, I hope, interesting. But yeah, what I want to do tonight, though, is I have the night off from streaming, and I did recreate my gaming machine, so I lost my entire Skyrim install that I had on Linux before. Because it just wasn't working. The scripts that used to install it on Lutris, for whatever reason, either I did something wrong and I don't know how to fix it all the way back to the beginning, or the scripts need to be updated with the latest versions of, not Visual Studio, but the VC runtime that's used for some of that stuff. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to go back to having Skyrim modded on Windows for a bit. I hate doing that. But with Mod Organizer and trying to run it in another program, Lutris and Wine, and trying to depend on one or two devs to basically put the scripts together to make everything work without trying to troubleshoot it myself, I really need to do a lot more research to try and get that to work more reliably. So instead of doing that, I want to get a move on the Skyrim stuff because that's important to me. So moved that over. I'm in the process of installing all however many mods. Currently got 25. But I haven't installed any of the Quest mod yet or anything like that. But I'm hoping to do some of that tonight, and if I'm really good, get the first episode recorded of what will be the next Skyrim series. And while I'd love to tell you about it, I don't really want to spoil the surprise too much, but I will tell you the narrator will have some choice words once we get back up and running. But that's kind of what I want to do. I want to get over 100 mods in Skyrim again. I have a very particular story I want to do. And the plan for me is to record every Wednesday, because I have Wednesdays off, and maybe on the weekends too. And so I can get some videos ready that I can release throughout the week only on YouTube. It'll be a YouTube exclusive. And I know YouTube isn't exactly the most popular format for some, and neither is Twitch. But those are the two I'm going to stick with for now, because those are the two I'm set up for. Anyway, once I've recorded about a good couple of hours worth, which would be approximately 4 to 8 episodes on YouTube of the Skyrim stuff to get him, it's a him, the character, to get him up and running and past the first couple of quests and into the main storyline enough to make me comfortable and kind of exploring some of the side stuff without too much distraction. Then we'll start streaming it again, because I wanted to get that early phase to be just me and you and the camera, and let the story develop between the character I've got, the randomness that Skyrim can produce, and Inigo. And Inigo is going to be, of course, a main component of this, because I can't play Skyrim without Inigo. I just can't. But I'm hoping that if we keep this going, this character will last long enough that when Inigo version 3 is eventually released, which it will eventually be released, but not anytime soon, when it does come out, that this character can carry over into that and have enough of a background history with Inigo that it'll make it actually very poignant. So that's my goal. We'll see how that goes. Otherwise, we're still streaming as we can. So Death Stranding is going to move into both slots on Tuesdays and Thursdays, as I have just decided. Sundays will still be open game and community playing, and I picked a game that we can play together, so we'll be playing through that. I'm hoping Book of Demons, really, and then chit chat in the first half of the stream, kind of like we're doing. And I still reserve the right to blow away Thursdays and use it for whatever I feel like. So right now Death Stranding is there, but it may be anything else. And then Mondays is Survival. And we had a special guest from Mom Noms just this week. And that may be a continuing thing. So keep an eye on Mondays and Valheim, and we'll see what sort of other strange visitors we may encounter through that. And that's also on Linux, and those are pure Linux streams. The only streams and the only recording that will really involve Windows at this point is going to be the Skyrim stuff. And if we ever get back into Ragnarok Online, that's the only other thing. But I think that's the update for now. Otherwise, just working full-time as usual. And I only really have some days off of the stream coming up here, I think at the end of May. So there may be some cancellations at that time. Not just yet. I'll keep you posted. But really, we got to start pushing and getting back into regular content creation and start getting the channel kind of going again on its haunches. Because right now we've been streaming, and that's fine, and we've been posting it here and there, and that's fine. But if I really want to kind of grow, got to start diversifying. And one of my major strengths is Skyrim and modding, so that's what we're going to lean on with that. We've been able to prove that we can stream in Linux reliably and now at 1080p, and we've been able to get multiple games running. So now it doesn't matter anymore. I can do whatever I want. So now let's get back to Skyrim and see what we can do. So that's that. Once I get further into the Skyrim stuff and get some mods loaded in, then I'll kind of have a better idea of what quest mods we want to do, because that will really shape the series. But we'll talk more about that when we get into, because there's a bunch of quests we never did touch, like Wheels of Lull we never did. So anyway, thank you so much for watching this. If you did, and if you did like what you hear and like what you see and you don't already follow me on Twitch, please go over and give a follow on the Twitch channel. And then you'll be able to at least get the notifications for when I go live, and you'll be able to keep track of the VODs and those things as they release. Otherwise, I hope you have a great rest of your day and a great rest of your week, and we'll see you all next time. Take care, everybody.